Good morning, everyone. Today I will be evaluating Arora sir. And as Toastmaster Vivek already introduced him, he is such a personality that evaluating someone like Arora sir is really a very difficult job for me. But I will do justice with your evaluation and I will try to find out where I can give you some constructive feedbacks. So today, R.K. Arora sir, he will be taking up the level 5 last speech on his pathway dynamic leadership. The purpose of this speech is that he will be highlighting the aspects of the pathway and what was his reflection and learnings from the completion of this pathway. So, member can speak on any aspect of the journey completed, and I will be evaluating him based on two aspects. One is delivery, and the other is content. So, thank you. Sorry. So, timer, please keep a note that this speech will be of 10 to 12 minutes. So, thank you.
So now let us welcome Toastmaster R.K. Arora with a huge round of applause. Toastmaster. Matter and manner. Toastmaster R.K. Arora, matter and manner.
Communication works for those who work at it. As Toastmaster Vivek was sharing my introduction, so let me take my introduction in different angle also. Meet Mr. R.K. Arora. He has completed Snatak in Abhiyantriki, and he is very good in Tapi Abhiyantriki. So what has happened is, like, if you have not understood this language, then you should join Toastmasters Hindi club also. So there are a lot of clubs there which you can also learn Hindi. So I graduated in Hindi, and my childhood was with those kind of friends, like-minded friends, who have same understanding about the English. And that understanding was, British have left us, but they have left their kids behind to teach us English. ब्रिटिश तो चले गए लेकिन पीछे अपनी औलाद छोड़ गए जो हमें अंग्रेजी पढ़ाएंगे. So we used to read only one subject, and I saw my English teacher when I was 12. When I was 12 years old and I was in class 6. I remember that teacher name also Ajit Jain. When you grow up in your life, and also especially in the management ladder, there's a glass ceiling, you can't see that. You might be very good, excellent in your matters, subject matters, you might be technically strong, but if you are unable to communicate in right way, I used to do a lot of projects in my company, but I was complete failure to project those projects. My presentation was pathetic. So what to do? There was no plan. So today I am going to take you back to 4 years before, when I was not knowing name Toastmasters. And from there I will start my journey and I will take you till today what has happened with me. I realized that I'm not getting right results in my companies where I work, though giving a lot of results. I used to see my elder brother also. He used to talk to me that I have done this. When I asked him what compensation he got, nothing, because his seniors are representing his work. Very good. So let me take you 4 years before how my manners were to talk to people and what kind of communication I used to have with my subordinates. Ajay, you are an engineer. This activity was supposed to be completed 2 days before and still you have not completed. Then you will be there from tomorrow in the office or this problem. With my son, Sunny, if you will keep on doing this kind of mistakes of division and multiplications, how will you get good college? So this was my manners, completely authoritative, aggressive, before I joined here. Being a cricket player, I used to be a medium pacer and used to do a lot of activities in cricket. So I came to know about some time after that, there is a Toastmaster, they help us to speak in English and all those things. I joined Toastmasters. And in my first role of aha counter, what I was doing, Mr. Vivek, like in cricket, has thrown today 4 wides, 4 no balls, 6 likewise, and 10 byes. Like in Toastmasters, today's meeting was full of filler words. Was too much, many things were, repeat words were there. I was keep on noting, like a statistician, being a 6 Sigma black belt, I am very precise to data collection because I believe data collection is key in problem solving. If your data is not perfect, you can't solve any problem. So I keep on sharing, like Mr. Vivek today has spoken 10 times or 11 times, 10 times. So I was having complete record of what he has done today and what others have done that day. In the evening, I got a call because those days we used to have meeting on screen, virtual. And I got a call from one of the Toastmasters. Mr. Roy, today you have done very good job of our You are so meticulous in data collection and sharing your feedback that everybody was surprised that have I used so many words? But you are right. But the way you have communicated was slightly straightforward. You should be having some kind of manipulation, or maybe that not she used the manipulation word, but you should be not saying name that Vivek has used this, somebody have used this, somebody has used that. So that day I realized, really, I may be perfect in my subject matter, but was my manner right? So I was struggling here because of this manner. I was inviting many enemies, especially my son, my subordinates, and I was not good with my bosses also. Because I was authoritative, aggressive kind of communication I was having. Slowly, I started working with these pathways. I selected pathway of dynamic leadership. Today, when I completed this pathway, what I am realizing is completion of dynamic leadership pathway is not a destination. It is a continual journey to evolve myself in the growth and transformation. This dynamic leadership has not given me one kind of communication style, or maybe when I used to do a lot of projects and see myself and do introspection and where I compare myself where it should be and where I am. So I used to see a lot of transmission was also happening when I was also seeing many people giving a lot of speeches. Today I am going to share 3 key learnings which I had, and why? Because I am sharing this is because I have completed this pathway 7 months before, but I am giving a speech after 7 months. I was expecting that my pathway is already over, so I don't want to give any speech. But in last 7 speeches, I haven't given any speech. Anyways, so 3 things which I learned to achieve this target, because I haven't seen many people completing level 5. Mr. Vivek Agrawal is the, I can say, exception that he has completed, pathway in 10 months. And before that, Prakhar has completed, and that before there was a person named Dinesh Chaturvedi from Jaipur. He has completed here in our units. So many people do not complete this pathway. because there are hierarchies and you have to complete many projects. 17 speeches you have to give. So first learning which I had is declaration. So we must use the power of declaration. Before leaving this room, I used to give my name for certain job or maybe certain role in this next Toastmaster meeting. So what was happening when I was giving declaration, I was planting a seed for plant to grow. And I was able to see that by seeding this plant or sapling, I was able to focus on my role, what I am going to do, maybe speech or maybe PMOD or whatever it is. I was focused and I was not doing too much doom scrolling. I was focused on my job, what I am supposed to do. So, first thing which I can suggest you guys to please make sure you declare something in your life, maybe short term and long term. Second learning which I had is integrity. So there is a conflict between integrity and motivation. This today's subject is also going motivation. So what is the conflict I would like to bring over here? Motivation comes from morality kind of things. Like integrity is not morality, it is there, like gravity. It is applicable for everybody, right? And motivation, if somebody can motivate you, he can demotivate you also. But in integrity, you have a cause, you have reasons to do something, right? Okay. So integrity, I used to, before, understanding integrity, I used to make promises and not fulfill those promises. But by understanding this power of integrity, I also started listening what my words are coming from my mouth. First, I started listening to my mouth, words, what I'm throwing out. Another, I used to I started honoring my words. Once I said that I am going to do this, so I have done it. Out of 52 weeks meetings, I have attended 51 meetings in a complete year, consecutive. So that was the commitment level I was able to develop by listening to my own words, which I have declared, and then honoring those words. With this, actually, not only in Toastmasters, but it has helped me to bring respect in office and home also. I was able to distinguish my code of conduct and I was able to communicate that this is what I honor and this is what I don't honor. And saying no is also a integrity. Because it is better to say no if you are not following your promise. So I have for 6 months maybe I have not said anything, so I haven't done it. So that's also integrity. The third thing which I learned from this whole journey was flexibility or maybe adaptability. When you go through the complete phases of the levels of the dynamic leadership or maybe any other leadership, you will have to go through multiple speeches, icebreaker, you have to do research on some topic and then you have to deliver the speech, right? And then you may be evaluated by somebody and then you have to add that evaluation or feedback to your next speech. And then maybe you have to go further and understand your communication style and your leadership styles, and you have to understand what is the importance of coaches and mentors. So a lot of activities happens in this pathway, and this can't be happening with my old way of fixed mindset and inflexible person who has already set his mind that okay, this is my way. Either used to be highway or on the my way or highway. So I have done a lot of flexibility in my way, and I have been able to meet many of the requirements of the Toastmasters and office and home. So I would like to invite all of you who are sitting in this room to please take these 3 key with you to reach to the level 5 earliest as possible by declaring your commitments, honoring your commitments through integrity, and be flexible as situation comes to deal with it. Thank you.
Great speech by Toastmaster R.K. Arora. So he talked about 3 key lessons. Declare, follow the code of honor, follow your words. And third is
Flexible.
behavioral flexibility. Exactly, flexibility. And these 3 things are so important in every aspect of our life.